website for music artists. Because a lot of them are static pages, which we call static, means there's nothing there for you to really lift from them. The other part of it is that you can't just throw, you know, a simple song off of these regular sites and not have people being able to download and really get a good feel for what you have to offer. So it is so many things that this DVD is covering. I mean, even to the point of selling your beats. And we talked about that. That's money. And I see a lot of people that have beats, they don't understand that's an intellectual property that you could be making millions off of. There's a scripture that I always lift up, that the wealth of the wicked is laid up for the righteous. The problem is the righteous is always waiting on God to make it happen instead of getting up and making things happen themselves.
So what about all these people who, you know, you see them, you don't see them, and then all of a sudden, you know, they're on somebody's video, or they're singing, rapping, or performing, but then we hear that, wow, you know, they've been writing for such and such for 5, 6, 7 years, you know, 10 years. A guy that I just saw on TV the other day, he actually did 3 of Biggie's songs, 2 of someone else's, and you never really hear about him. Is he the one that's making the money?
He's making the money.
Or if he knew how to navigate through the music industry, he would be the one making the money.
He would be the one making money. Let me tell you what has happened in the industry for years. The people in whom which we have known to be famous, and even as producers, a lot of times were not the ones that actually did the productions. A lot of times it was other producers that put that music together. They bought the rights from that producer and ended up putting the name because it sounded exactly like what the other producers have done. But nowadays,
So you want to be a music star? A how-to DVD on becoming a successful independent in the music industry. Next Level Publishing Company presents an already proclaimed bestseller on processing your way to success. This DVD enlightens us about copyrights, publishing, web blogs, social networks, creating online sales, and so much more. Narrated by one of the most successful music practitioners, Dr. John Butler.
Get up, get over it.
Dr. John Butler, the man we call the Minister. Order your copy today. Visit www.nextlevelpc.net. This is a must-have for anyone interested in doing music business. So you want to be a music star on DVD.
The industry know who they've supported and who they haven't. You don't have to make a statement. I tell folk all the time, stop sitting around complaining about who didn't do this for me, who don't call me. Just do what you do. Do you. And when you do you, others will find out who you are, and then others will know that you're the truth. And that's it.
So the DVD, So You Want to Be a Music Star, actually will allow and enable and empower people to do them?
Information is power. That's what we've heard.
Well, a lot of people think money is power, but of course we beg to differ.
But if you got the information, you can make the money. A lot of people don't have the information and don't have the money either. And so they can't make the money because they just don't know how to get to it. And so this is pretty much what I'm trying to set in stone. Again, it is about what you put in. That's what you get out. And if you don't put the hard work in, you sure enough won't get the dividends on the end.
So, we have like about 3 minutes left. Mm-hmm. Could you talk a little bit about, you know, just touch on, you know, the true way to make a music website?
The true way to make a music website is basically, first of all...
Or what you don't do, or the true way not to.
Yeah, basically, you can't blast people with everything. You have to give them a certain amount of time to get consummated to what you have there on that site. Give an introduction, first of all, because what I've learned is that a lot of time people try to shout out at you with their songs. Honey, there are so many people, and I'm not calling you honey, I'm talking to the folk out, There are people out there that can sing.
You know, you my man.
that can sing you through the window of clothes. They could sing you out the door. So what they need to understand is what your music is all about. Not only that, you need to lay down some of your MP3s out there. I'm giving away just a couple of the
little nuggets, right?
Yeah, nuggets,
okay.
Because they can't download a 56 to 65 meg wave file. So you need to have the MP3s there. You need to have a photo that's ready to be downloaded. You need to have a small, just a synopsis of your bio in text form, because when you register with your search engines, as what we call search engine optimization, only read text. Flash is good, the technology is awesome, but it can't pick up your flash. So if you have an extraordinary flash presentation, it won't make it to the search engine. So when someone Googles you, they won't be able to reach you.
Someone Googles me, Zam, huh?
Yes, exactly. So, and so that's pretty much the technical aspect of what you really need to have there. And then over and above that, make your music available for everyone. Don't just put it into one format. Let me give you one of our most famous and exquisite sites in the world. Macintosh came out, of course, with Apple came out with iTunes. Do you know iTunes is pretty much a monopolized company? And when you download to your iTunes, it only allows you to upload to certain MP3 players that just so happen to be owned by Apple. Your other MP3 players a lot of times cannot download those folders and those files that you have. So you need to make them in an MP3 format, but not just with iTunes. iTunes is not just to have with all. Even though it's the most famous, that is because of the monopoly that it has created.
Well, look, we don't have much time left. Is there a website where, you know, people can actually get in touch with you, or, you know, find out about, you know, when the DVD is coming out?
Well, the company that actually forespun this entire package is Next Level Publishing Company. And you go to www.nextlevelpc.net, and that's where you'll find out about this project called So You Want to Be a Music Star.
So, I mean, if somebody wants to just talk with you, you know, pick your brain a little bit, you know, or just, you know, talk with someone who's been in the industry for so long, how can they contact you?
They can reach me at theminister.org, www.theminister.org, or theminister@theminister.org. And then we'll take it from there if we need to go further with more business information.
Well, look, I mean, we're out of time, but, you know, so you want to be a music star, you got to get this DVD. You got to get in touch with, you know, Dr. John Butler, and make sure that you get this DVD. If you're thinking about being in the music business, the music industry, the music game, you got to have this, you know, right in your hip pocket.
Yes.
Well, look, Dr. Butler, I'd like to thank you, you know, for coming in and you know, being a part of It Is What It Is. I'd also like to thank my man Nigel, Raina, Amin, you know, my man Muhammad, you know, and AV Actions, man. This is a great set. Awesome. You know, they put this whole thing together, and, you know, and I really appreciate them. And my man Zam El Pibe is what we call him. You know, that's the kid if you don't speak Spanish. Look, I'm Derek Lymus. You all take care. Keep watching. God bless.
So you want to be a music star? A how-to DVD on becoming a successful independent in the music industry. Next Level Publishing Company presents an already proclaimed bestseller on processing your way to success. This DVD enlightens us about copyrights, publishing, web blogs, social networks, creating online sales, and so much more. Narrated by one of the most successful music practitioners, Dr. John Butler.
Yeah.
get over it.
Dr. John Butler, the man we call the Minister. Order your copy today. Visit www.nextlevelpc.net. This is a must-have for anyone interested in doing music business. So You Want to Be a Music Star on DVD.